I'm Miss Linda, and today we are picking apples. Yep, here we go. I just actually picked some fresh from the apple trees. Little red one, little green one, and a couple of more. I love apples, and think of all the things that you can make. With apples, nothing better than freshly picked off the tree. Let's read an apple story. The Mouse's Apples by Francis Stickley and published by Andersen Press. So reading that apple. A hungry mouse went walking from her mouse hole in the mill, and she dreamed of juicy apples as she scampered down the hill. She should be on this hayride with me, looking to pick apples. Her tummy rolled and rumbled as she searched along the floor, so imagine her surprise to find not one apple, but 4. The first was red and rosy, tucked inside, like this, inside a flower bed. Let's look at that. The next was pink and plop! It almost fell onto her head. The third was speckled yellow. She dragged from the mud. Squelch! Red and yellow, just like I have on this beautiful fall sunny day. Great day for apple picking. The fourth was green and gleaming in the stream within the woods. Well, said Mouse, delighted, this must be my lucky day. She lined them up exactly and rolled them on her way. Now 4 delicious apples, that's the most I've ever found. But she opened wide. Oh, she's trying to open her mouth so wide to try to take a bite out of that. Pretty silly. She heard a terrifying sound. It grizzled and it grumbled. Then the voice said, "Stop! Right there." Mouse began to tremble in the shadow of... What do you think it could be? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with bear, an animal that rhymes with bear. You got it. The bear. Apples, boomed the bear, are my favorite tasty treat, and I've been here all winter without anything to eat. Well, Mouse's whiskers shivered as she gazed up at the bear, and nervously she quivered. Well, they're mine, but we could share. I thought that was sweet. He's willing right away to share. The right thing to do. Oh, look at the bear's face. You think the bear will share? Let's see. Share? Said Bear. No, I don't share. Well, that isn't fair, Mouse said. Fair? Said Bear. Oh, I don't care. Mouse sighed and shook her head. Ooh. Don't think this is looking very good here. Mouse is being so kind. Oh, perhaps, the bear considered, I should eat you instead. You couldn't, wouldn't, squeaked the mouse. Oh, wouldn't I, he said. Okay, Mouse sighed, you take them. But as she walked away, she had a clever thought and knew exactly what to say. Look what that mouse is up to, since that bear just apparently won't share. I like that, the words rhyme. Bear, share. Bear, she said so sweetly, do you have to take them out? I could have the 5th one, as it's only very small. It's gone a little bad, she said. It's turned a little brown. Bear seemed quite befuddled as he stared down at the ground. 5? The bear said, puzzled. But I only counted 4. Now Bear looked quite excited at the thought that there might be one more. Oh, please, said the mouse. I'm hungry, and it's old and brown and small. No, said the bear. "I do not care, they're mine. I want them all." "Well, maybe if you're lucky, then I'll let you have the pips," said the bear, and began to count them as he laughed and licked his lips. It must be the cores maybe he was going to give him. But the bear was counting. Mouse found a little leaf. She rolled into a small brown bowl and gripped it in her teeth. And Bear was so distracted as he muttered, "Mine, all mine," that he didn't see the little mouse had rolled into the line. Now Bear counted the apples. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. Mouse was rolling himself up into that little brown apple. But wait, an extra apple. Mouse was right. There was one more. "Oh, well, it does look rather strange," he said. "It must be past its best." But he popped it in his basket just like the mouse had guessed. Mouse is still up to something. Tucked inside the basket, Mouse barely even blinked, for she knew that if he found her, she'd be eaten in a wink. Can you look closely? Do you see him? You see the little mouse? Rolled up, put a little leaf there to make him look like a little brown apple. Bear dreamed of juicy apples as he walked out of the woods. His tummy growled and grumbled as he squelched across the mud. He ambled through the orchard, humming ditties in his head. Look how happy. He's going singing his way out of the orchard because he's got a basket of what he thinks are 5 apples. Let's see. So he didn't hear the nibbles as he passed the flower bed. Bear opened up the basket and he rushed inside his house, but where there once were apples was a fat and happy mouse. What happened when he was walking through? The mouse was in the basket. The mouse ate them all. Bear was flabbergasted. "You tricked me. That's not fair." "Fair?" said Mouse. "But you're the naughty bear who doesn't share, and that's an awful shame," she sighed, "because you see, I do." "Here," said Mouse and smiled. Let me make sure you saw this picture. You see him holding up the mouse? I'm hoping Bear is not mad and going to eat him. And Mouse was telling him that he shares. "Well, here," said Mouse and smiled. "Look, I saved this one for you." "For me?" said Bear, bewildered. "But I wasn't very fair." He handed Mouse the apple. "No, you found it fair and square." Given a change of heart. Then all at once, Bear realized how good it felt to share. "You know," said Mouse, "it's not too late to be a better bear." "It's not?" Bear asked. "It's not. And now's the time to start." Bear seemed quite dumbfounded by his sudden change of heart, and he said, "Could you forgive me?" with a sorry sideways glance. "Oh, of course," Mouse answered. "Everyone deserves a second chance." Nice. Bear had a change of heart. I think the mouse taught him a lesson. Bear grinned from furry ear to ear and, "Oh, thank you, Mouse," he sighed. "Friends?" he whispered hopefully. And guess what the mouse replied? Friends. The story about the mouse and the bear, and the mouse showed the bear what it was to share. And Bear actually liked it, didn't he? He came around at the end and became that better person. So I think sharing is a good thing. And if you were here, I would share my apples with you. In the meantime, go pick some apples at the farm. They're very good this time of year. And then stay tuned for, you got it, some fun apple facts. Love these apples, fresh picked. It's the best. Now look at these beautiful apple trees. Did you know that Pennsylvania, along with Washington, New York, Michigan, California, and Virginia, are the top apple producing states? Altogether, they are responsible for about 58% of the country's apple production, and that's a lot of apples. I was shocked to find out that there's over 2,500 varieties of apples that are grown in the United States, 7,500 varieties grown worldwide. And I can only think, well, I better start counting. I don't know that I know that many. Have you ever bobbed apples around this time of year? You put all the apples in a barrel with water. Now, apples are heavy. I would think they would sink, but they float because an apple is 25% air, and that makes them more buoyant. I want to thank my friends at Simmons Farm for letting me explore the farm and find wonderful, cozy places to stop and read stories for you. So don't forget, next time you're at Simmons Farm, say a big thanks for their kindness for the library.